It's December. Oh my goodness, I can't actually believe it. It's the last month of 2020 and we've survived. So well done. And there's only 1 month left for this year, and it's actually my favorite month of the year because it allows for a lot more rest, hopefully in most cases, but especially in mine, it means a little bit of leave or maybe going on holiday for a lot of people. So I hope you guys are also excited for December. But unfortunately, with that excitement also comes a little bit of stress and anxiety for some people when it comes to their diet and their health and their fitness goals. Because with this last month and December and being Christmas and so forth, there's a lot more year-end functions and Christmas parties and so forth, and also being on leave and just being more relaxed, leading to a lot more unhealthy foods, if I can say it, or bad foods being incorporated into our diet just because of social events and so forth. And that may cause a little bit of stress and anxiety for some people, being like they've worked so hard this whole year, or maybe the previous few months leading up to December for their December body, and now they're going to undo everything with just 1 month. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. So today I want to talk about two main things that we can do to survive this holiday. So first off, if you're lucky enough to have some time off, I actually urge you to use it wisely. So of course, it's super important to rest and have fun and really just enjoy your time off. But what you can also do is capitalize on that time when it comes to your health. So first off, I always say that if you can try to get into a good sleeping routine, this is the best time because we have more time and we're more relaxed. So try to get that 7 to 9 hours in per night. I know there's going to be a lot more social events and parties and so forth, which could lead to less sleep, but try to be conscious about the fact that this is a time where you can actually relax and recover from this year and rest. So I always urge people to try and go to bed more or less the same time at night and wake up in the same time in the morning, because that gets a good routine going and actually helps the body to rest effectively. And again, we do actually need to actually aim to get 8 hours on average per night. So that's the first thing, is sleep. The second thing is exercise. So this time of the year, especially if you have more time, it's actually a great time to get into a good exercise routine or regime or plan. So if you've been doing Body 20 for a while, try to keep on with that during December, but then also try to incorporate a little bit more, exercise or moving your body types of things. So it doesn't need to be strenuous exercise every single day, but just try to be active and try to move your body every day, even if it's just stretching or going for a walk or cycling with the kids or playing with them in the pool. But just try to be active. And if you maybe enjoy doing certain exercises like cycling or running or triathlon or whatever, maybe look at some events coming up in 2021, hopefully, if it can take place, and look at it and actually write it down as a goal for 2021 and start training for that. This is a great time to actually get into a good exercise routine again because we have more time. And then the last thing, of course, again, still because we have more time, this is a great actually time to really experiment with your recipes and with things in the kitchen. So we have a lot of recipes available on our website. So I urge you to go onto the website and check them out. Try them out if you haven't already. There's millions of resources on the website and on YouTube. I really urge you to play around in the kitchen and just experiment a bit with ingredients that you haven't really done or made in the kitchen because of time constraints during the year. This is a great time to do that, and actually you'll see that by experimenting with it and trying a few different things, you learn a lot more recipes and figure out things that you actually enjoy that you didn't know. And then lastly, you'll also find out that it's not necessarily that you need to spend hours and hours and hours in the kitchen to actually make something tasty and healthy, that some of the recipes actually don't take that long and actually provide you with a really nutritious and delicious meal. So I really urge you to use this time wisely, definitely to rest, but also to maybe get into a good routine when it comes to your sleep, training, and your diet. So then the second point that I want to actually make is then, of course, we know that there's going to be a lot more social events and parties and so forth coming up in this month. And like I said, it could cause a bit of anxiety for certain people because yes, there's going to be more, let's say, alcohol if you do drink alcohol, and then also, of course, more unhealthy foods or snack types of foods and treats. So I always say for the whole year, try to get into a habit of doing the 80-20% principle, where 80% of the time you try to really have meals that you've prepared, which you know that you've actually, you know what you put into the meal, and then also try to go for the healthier options 80% of the time, and then that 20% just enjoy yourself. Don't think about it, enjoy it, and move on with life. Don't overthink about it. Don't restrict yourself with your next meal, or overly restrict yourself in general and over exercise because you need to compensate for that treat or that meal that you've had at the Christmas party. That just adds extra stress, which isn't necessary. So try to, when you can control your meals, try to control them and make them as healthy and delicious and enjoyable as possible, and stick to the portion sizes where you can. But then, of course, when it's a social event or braai or party, whatever, enjoy the food and move on with your life. Don't stress about it. And then the last thing that I also want to mention is, often when it is a social event and it's, you know, going on for a longer period of time, we've made a video about this already, is the snacking beforehand, and especially during the time when you're at home and not working, you might be feeling like snacking a bit more often. So make sure that you have healthy snacks on hand, whether it's vegetable sticks with a nice dip like hummus or cottage cheese and avo mixed, or whether it's a healthier chip option like, for example, your popcorn or your baked chippies or veggie chips, for example. Or then making your own at home is also a good idea, because then again you can control what you put into it. So make sure you check out on the website for some recipes and ideas and motivational tips. And please feel free to also contact us if you do have any questions. And we'll still be making one more video this month, and then that's for 2020, and hopefully 2021 will be a better year. All right, see you soon.